Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 17 of my Burnley career mode. Now in today's episode we've got plenty of matches to get through before we end the first season of this career mode. 2 games to play. The first game is against Stoke City for us. We get underway with that one pretty quickly. And then a game against Bournemouth just 4 days later as well to finish off the league campaign and the whole season. Then we can get into the second season. We're going to see the new arrival of Jack Wilshere, who we signed on a pre-contract agreement, as well as a couple of other players that we signed in January as well. So looking forward to today's episode. It's going to be really, really good. We'll get into the second season, have a fresh start, more transfers coming in, etc. Before we go any further though, if we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Apologies that this career mode has been a little bit all over the place recently. I've also been away and I'm just coming back and starting to get into the routine again of doing regular uploads. So I'll have more information about what the exact schedule is and etc. That sort of thing, because it has changed slightly and it will be changing past this week I think as well. But I'll inform you on that in the next couple of days hopefully. This is the team we're going to go with for this opening fixture. Heaton starts in goal, Barnsley at right back, Tarkowski, me and Taylor in defence as well, Aaron Lennon, Cork, Amati, Brady in midfield. Chris Wood starts up front, returning from injury alongside Danny Ings. The reason why I'm starting Wood is because I'm desperate for him to try and get the golden boot. He's currently top on the same amount of goals as Perez, so he needs a couple of goals ideally in these last couple of games. And yeah, we are in third place as well, 6 points behind Man City. We could technically finish top, but it'd be tricky. We are more likely to finish third or second, depending on how Spurs get on, but really, really pleased with where we are in the league. Let's get on with the game now. Let's try and get ourselves a victory against Stoke. Importantly, try and win these last couple of games if we can. Okay, here we go for this game against Stoke City at the Stoke City FC Stadium. Let's crack on and let's try and get ourselves a victory here. Like I said before, we need the 3 points. We need to try and get these last 2 games in the bag for us here, as well as obviously prioritising Chris Wood scoring if we can. Desperate for him to get a golden boot in the first season. Ings over to Aaron Lennon, needs Chris Wood to get into the box. Is he in the right position though? Lennon goes to the cross, falls to Danny Ings, still going here. Turns to Amati, over to Charlie Taylor, going to try and hit this one, and it's headed away, bizarrely. Ings over to Chris Wood, that's great. Chris Wood opens up his body, had to be a goal. Well, it's 1-0, 25 minutes in. We've been the better team so far, and Chris Wood scores 17 goals this season now. He's definitely going to be top of the goal scorers charts by the end of this game at least. Unless, of course, Perez has scored more than him, but I think it would be unlikely. We've scored there, it's 1-0, and it's a good bit of play from us here, just between Danny Ings and Chris Wood, the 2 strikers, and it just gets enough on it to get it past Jack Butland, 1-0. First time Stoke have been in our half in maybe 30 or 40 minutes. Been an incredible start from us, really, in this game, and they've not really had any chances at all one-way traffic, and they've yet to, I think, have a shot. Late chance here for Stoke. Have I spoken too soon? Wow, they hit the post. Great chance. Cleared away, referee blows his whistle, that's it for the first half. We got away with that one. Dolberg and Diouf, I think it was, up front there. Passing it between them, great chance for them to equalise with their first shot. Whew, close one. Wow, okay, just got the ball on his face, did Robbie Brady there, just saw him holding his face. Chance here, Aaron Lennon has the overlap, still going. Oh, the cutback was dreadful. Didn't manage to pick anyone out, even though we're in such a good position there. Such a good chance, we've wasted it, and it'll be a counter-attack here for Stoke. Luckily they're struggling for pace, but Shaqiri will join them now in attack. Still going, and we've got to try and stop him here with Ben Mee. We have done, great strength. Wood, still going, trying to get around Martin's Indy, struggling for support, finds Rory Brady, cross goes in, brilliant chance. Oh, Ings heads over the bar. Great chance for the striker there. We need the second goal though, 22 minutes left, we've not managed to get it just yet, so we're going to make some changes now to hopefully try and impact the game slightly, but frustrating we've not managed to get it already. Lewis Cook and Nkudu to come on, we'll take off Cork and Aaron Lennon, give those guys a rest, bring on some fresh legs to the final 25 minutes or so, and hopefully get ourselves that second goal we need. Wood over to Nkudu, that's good, great overlap here from Nkudu, still going, waiting for the right pass, the strikers haven't held the run, and that results in a terrible cutback again. Look how Chris Wood is. So frustrating. Those positions are really, really good if you use them properly, and we just keep on messing them up. Guys in the middle aren't giving us the right options, and it's really causing us some problems here in attack. Go on, Nkudu. Go on. Oh, what a chance. Saved again by Butland. 11 minutes left. Still frustrating us, and we're not able to get that second goal. Cook. Can he get a delivery? No, we've just wasted it again. Final change, Rory Brady to come off. We'll bring on Ashley Barnes. I'll stick him at right mid. Nkudu on the left-hand side now. 7 minutes to go. It's been a frustrating game. We're winning the match, and I think we're going to go on to win this game unless there's a real shock and a real surprise. I think we will still win this match, but you've got to try and build on the lead that you get. You've got to try and get a second goal, because better teams will just nick one right at the end. It's still not over yet, though, and this could be the goal. Wow, what a block from Ben Mee. Great challenge. 5 minutes left. That could have been the equaliser goal right there. It's going to be Shaqiri to deliver into the box. Got to try and clear this one away now. Come on. So they can't allow him to take a touch there. No, don't do that. Oh, what a mess. Let me hoof it up the pitch. That's it. Finishes 1-0. We'll take the 3 points. Chris Wood's goal was enough. His 17th of the season. But very frustrated we're not able to get a second and third and maybe even beyond that. We had that many chances, that many opportunities going forward, and they barely had any. I'm surprised by the 5 shots, I really am. Most of them must have been towards the end of the game, because it was dominance really from us, particularly that first half. We were all over them, and we should have gone on there to win it 3-0 like you've seen in that game at Crystal Palace. That should have been our result really as well. So after that game we find ourselves in second place. Tottenham have lost. Okay, so Tottenham have lost and we are now on 73 points. Highest position we can finish is second. We can also finish in third place as well. We can't obviously win the league title, and this has been an incredible season for us. Let's take a look now at what happened in the Tottenham game. They lost to Man City. That probably explains why they lost, who went on to win the league title after that match. And as you can see, Chris Wood is leading the race to the Golden Boot on 17 goals there. It looks like it's only him and Perez that can really win it. And yeah, been pretty impressed by the way that we've been so consistent this season. We've done very, very well. Let's take a look at exactly how we've got on. 10 losses and we've still finished second. I think it's not been an incredible season for us. Obviously, in terms of it being Burnley, it has been. But if you actually look at the points tally, for someone to finish second place on 73, 76 points, whatever it may be, isn't actually that great. The teams around us haven't really been challenging. Looks like Man City's only just going to scrape past 80 points. And so the other teams around us have been pretty poor this season, and that has certainly helped us out and gotten us into this sort of position. 10 losses is very unusual for a team that finishes second or third. I'll have to wait and see whether we get ourselves a victory in this final league game against Bournemouth as well. Let's change around the team for this match. Okay, so on to the final league game of the season and the final match of the season to play as well. This is the team I'm going to go with. Obviously a change formation. This is not actually one I've used on this career mode before, but I have on other teams that I've played with. Topita starts in goal in a 3-4-2-1 formation. I've got Evans, Tarkowski, me in front of him. Lewis Cook as a right wing back, which is very unusual. Going to give it a go. Still trying to find a way for him to play in this team because they've not been so great in centre mid, so we're going to try and find another alternative. Marty Cork and Taylor also playing alongside him. Danny Ings, Brady and Wood as our front three. This bench I've gone with Bartley, O'Neill, Hendrick, Lennon, Nkudu, Barnes and Vokes on the bench. Let's go with the game. Let's hopefully get 3 points to secure our position as second in the league. And we'll have to wait and see exactly where we end up finishing. But I'm really impressed wherever it may be. Because obviously second and third is incredible really for our first season. Here we go. Final game of the season at Turf Moor. Can we end on a really good victory? Let's wait and find out. Hopefully going to try and win this game. In the change formation, obviously it's a little bit strange to do that in the last game of the season. But I think it's also important now to think about next season, preparing for that. And trying out different formations, different players in different positions as well. Hence why Lewis Cook is playing as a right wing back in this game. Chris Wood looking for Amati. He's made a great run. Don't know why he's in this position, but he is. Amati, oh, great save from the keeper. Might need to have a look at the goalkeeper difficulty. It has been something that's definitely been tricky for us in all career modes I've been doing recently. Brady, oh, to Charlie Taylor. Chance here. Can he pick out Chris Wood? Wood, oh, just wide with his header. So close, brilliant bit of play. All started with Lewis Cook really as our right wing back, playing it and then getting it a little bit further across, switching it to the other side, and a great delivery that unfortunately Chris Wood couldn't quite finish. Well, there we go. Danny Ings is through. Chance here. Oh, it's not a great shot. Way too much power on it for some reason. Didn't expect that sort of power to come off his foot, but it did. And a really good chance there. Virtually 1-1 with the keeper. Chris Wood. Oh, great chance. Ings has to be, and it is. It's 1-0. Danny Ings scores, and this time he gets himself a goal. Great bit of play there across that front three in particular. We look just so good on the attack because we are throwing so many players forward when we attack. Ends up being almost like a 5 that attacks if you get the fullbacks involved. And it's a really good bit of play. Chris Wood getting the assist here rather than the goal. But it's a fantastic little back heel, would you call it? I can't quite tell. Let's have another little look at it. Yeah, it's a lovely little flick, isn't it? Totally a free there. And he manages to score past the goalkeeper, 1-0. Marty. Oh, what a pass through to Ings. It's a great chance. Danny Ings is through. Can he get a second? Yes, he can. It's off the post and in this time. 2-0, 2 for Danny Ings. And we've doubled our lead. Fantastic for us there. 34 minutes in. That's what happens when you play this formation. Those attacking midfielders get in very awkward positions in between the fullback and centre-back. It allows passes like that to be played through. And it's a really good ball through there from Marty. Perfectly weighted pass. And a great finish as well to top it off. 2-0. Chance here, Brady. Oh, what a save, keeper. Stops him from being 3-0. Good chance. Oh, no. No, Stanislas is through. What a save, Tom Heaton. Beats it away, gets to it first. And it's a fantastic save. Is that still another chance for another fantastic challenger's time round? Throws his body on the line for it. So close. It's half time, it's 2-0, really impressed with the first half, really good play. Okay, they've had 1 or 2 chances to be fair of Bournemouth, but we've managed to stand up to them enough with Tom Heaton and our defenders throwing their body on the line really for every single shot. So I've been impressed, we've looked good. Got to try and cling on to that clean sheet now and hopefully try and extend the lead even further as well. Have a challenge there. Yes, what a challenge that is. Probably broken his legs, but it's fine. The referee didn't even pull it back either for the advantage. Wood. Oh, it's Danny Ings. Could this be a hat-trick? Ings! Yes, it is as well. I thought it'd gone wide. Danny Ings scores into the bottom left-hand corner. 3 for Danny Ings, 3 for us. And we've scored again 8 minutes into the second half. Really good again from Chris Wood. Holding it up, playing the pass through, getting himself the assist. Would have liked a hat-trick for Chris Wood in this game, not going to lie, but we'll take it from Danny Ings anyway. Hopefully Chris Wood can still score, because we need to make sure he definitely gets that golden boot. But for now, I'll take the 3 goals from Ings. Ings running forward. Can he find Chris Wood this time? Yes, he can, but saves, unfortunately. Desperately trying to get the 18th goal. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen, but there is still 30 minutes left, so there's time, but just got a feeling now we're not going to be able to get it. Okay, all 3 changes now, about 20 minutes left, and Kudu, Barnes and O'Neill to come on. We're going to take off Jack Cork and Danny Ings and Robbie Brady. And so we get on with that, the remainder of the game. Hopefully going to continue to add to that scoreline. Still desperately trying to get Chris Wood a goal or 2, just to confirm that golden boot. But yeah, I think there's still hope, just not as much as I'd like. It's got to be it now, surely. Referee has to blow his whistle at 3-0. Doesn't seem like we're going to get a goal now with Chris Wood, sadly. But he was still top of the golden boot charts. I'm hoping he stayed there, hoping Paris hasn't scored anymore. But that will be it for this game. Danny Ings comes away with a hat-trick. He gets the match ball. And it's a 3-0 victory for us there. It's Danny Ings who's obviously given us the victory. Chris Wood assisting him a lot of the time as well, which has been pretty good. But I was hoping he could have nicked maybe just 1 goal. That would have been enough to secure it. But hasn't managed to do that. Still might have got the golden boot. We've certainly finished second in the end, which is fantastic for us. Really impressive in our first season. Tottenham slipped up once again. Typical them, really, bottling it right at the end. They got themselves just 1 point for the last game against Leicester. So we have, I think, got an advantage of like 2 points, 3 points, something like that. Yeah, 3 points in front of them. 3 points behind Man City, the eventual winners as well, who ended up losing their match. Who did they lose to? Southampton. Very bizarre last fixture, but there we go. We finished second, and Chris Wood gets the top goal scorer award. That's fantastic news. That's all I wanted, and it ended up Firmino catching us up a little bit there, actually. So, having finished second in this first season, we are going to get on to the second season now, and we'll start to go into the transfer window, get rid of loads of players. It's going to be a huge transformation over the summer in order to try and compete in the Champions League as well as the league and other competitions, because we only really had the league to focus on. We went out the other cups pretty early on, I think, if I remember correctly, so we only really had the league, to be honest. So we're going to try and expand that next season, hopefully going to go into other competitions and try and win things there. So we're going to promote a few youth players here. We do have a lot of good talented youngsters in our youth academy. These 3 centre-backs, all English, all 6'2" or 6'3", and they have great potentials and great overalls. We're just going to promote all of them straight away into this team, all centre-backs. Maybe they could be our new back 3 by the end of the season. Who knows? It's going to be really interesting to see how they get on with their growth, but it's great to have young English talent coming through the ranks ready for next season. And we're going to begin to train up as soon as possible, so they come into the training drills already, along with our left back as well, which we have been training up throughout the whole of last season, I think. We're going to wait and see what sort of progress we can get from these youngsters over the summer and going into the new season. The loan has expired, unfortunately, now for Nkudu. He goes back to Tottenham, and we'll have to wait and see whether he does return to us or not. He didn't really stand out enough for me to be able to go out there and buy him permanently. Maybe we try and bring him in again on loan. I don't know. We'll wait and see on that one. So as a player contract expiring as well, a lot of youngsters here, just going to allow them all to expire. No interest in giving them new contracts or anything like that. We will allow them to leave the club on a free. Okay, so we've continued to kind of monitor Reece Bailey in our youth academy. His potential has dropped and his overall isn't great, and so we are going to release him. and that's going to leave us with an empty youth academy, which is very unusual, but we will look to bring in new youngsters next season. Tom Heaton, next transfer window, basically wants to leave. That's why I was trying to play in the last couple of games of this season. Wants to try and convince him to stay. That obviously hasn't worked, and he still wants to leave, so we'll have to let him leave, I think, really. He wanted to leave last window, that didn't happen. I think he will probably leave this summer. 2 players off to the World Cup, which is good to see. Tom Heaton with England and Sam Vokes with Wales. At least they've made it this time, Wales. Well done. Ward and Green go up again this week. Fantastic to see these guys continue to grow, and that's only a few weeks of training, really, so even more impressive. Okay, so let's end the season here, and let's get on to the second season now. End of season review. Players and staff clearly look up to you. Done an excellent job, of course. And we are happy for you to continue at the club for next season. Let's go with it. Really, really pleased with that. 97 rating as well. Even better. Let's move on now to trying to bring in some players and take a look at everything for the next season. Okay, so into the second season now. Got just over £40 million to spend, which is really impressive, actually. Looking forward to getting some of that money out the door and to get some players in. Let's take a look at our objectives. Youth development is a low objective. We want me to sign 1 player from the youth academy that's a midfielder. They also want me to grow 1 youth academy player by at least 5 overall points as soon as they've grown, playing in 5 matches as part of the start 11 or as a sub. Should be able to do that, hopefully. Hopefully we can do that pretty quickly. In fact, brand exposure, they want me to sell out at least 50% of the league games at home this season. Again, I should be able to do that, but I guess I'll have to wait and see. Financial one is medium. Within 3 seasons, increase the club worth by 20%. 90% of the way there to that one, which is good. And finish it in the Europa League spot this season. Should be able to do that. Finish in Champions League last season, so should hopefully be able to stay around that sort of position this year. Emirates FA Cup, finish in the round of 16 stage, so again, should be able to do that if we can invest properly in the squad. And then reach the quarterfinals of the Champions League in our first season of the Champions League. That's crazy. Not too sure we'll manage to do that one, but it'll be a very good achievement if we can. Okay, so let's set up our scout to begin with. 9 months, any player from England. I'm going to hopefully try and see him go out there and get some talented players. We're only going to go with 1 scout for now. Don't want to waste loads of money on that side of things. It's not a massive priority for us, and so we're just going to look at bringing in signings. We're going to sim to the next day as well, because I think we should have our pre-contract arrivals joining us in the next day or 2. And of course we have some other big signings coming in as well, which will be good. Not just pre-contract arrivals, but also some other players I want to try and sign permanently in this window. So here we go, 4 pre-contract agreement arrivals here. Got the first one, which is Junior Hoylett. He joins us. Really pleased by that one. Actually adds another winger into our team, as we've seen Nkudu go back to Tottenham. So that's a good little one for us there early on. Then we've also got Lucas Olaza, I think is how I pronounce his name. I'm pretty sure he's the left back. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but he's not good. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's about 73, 74 overall, which was all right, really. And then we've got Wellington coming in. That's a fantastic signing. Centre striker mid, he joins us, as well as, of course, Jack Wilshere. And that's a fantastic signing as well. So with Jack Wilshere joining us, we do have this little video to watch. And let me know your thoughts. It kind of works. So Jack Wilshere is 82 overall, 26 years old. He looks really good for us, obviously. And we do have Olaza coming in there. 72 overall is what he is, 23 years old. He's going to come in as a backup, really, to Charlie Taylor. And we'll maybe might even send him out on loan if I'm not impressed with him. I don't really know. He was just a free signing that I wanted to make and just see how he gets on. Obviously, having changed systems at the end of last season, this might be something we look at here with Jack Wilshere coming into the team. Wellington playing as one of the centre-attacking mids as well. That could work out quite nicely for us. And I guess we'll have to wait and see where other players fit in as well. Hoylett's on the bench for now, but if we do play with wingers or left mids, right mids, then he will be very crucial for us. Great pace on him, of course, and good quality, I think, in game. But now I suppose the rest lies down with you, basically. Leave your suggestions in the comments section below. I'd really appreciate it. We have £40 million to spend. It's a good chunk of money, but I want to try and spend it wisely, bring in the right sort of players, which are going to really help us in key areas of the pitch. I think certainly right back's a big position for us here. Yes, we brought in Vidal last season. Need to bring in a better right back. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below about that, and I will read and reply as usual. That's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and of course leave your comments in the comment section below, and I do appreciate that. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.